Good afternoon, Cougar fans, and welcome to the Alliance of the Sports Network podcast, where myself and Mr. Burks sit down each and every week to discuss Alliance of the Sports in the future. So we're getting right around that time for basketball. So we've got both boys and girls middle school basketball. They're already it's kind of the middle of their season. Yep. The middle school boys just got started, and then high school girls, they're just getting started with their second week of practice, and then high school boys got their first week. So let's start off with middle school girls.
So it's all about basketball right now, and of course, with basketball, we have middle school and high school cheer that's involved, and we got high school poms. So now it's kind of the time where we have a lot of athletes that are involved, and the gyms are going to be busy. So middle school girls, 7th grade picked up a big win last week. Tight game. I think they won by 2 points. So that's really exciting. They've been working really hard. They beat Riverton over a game played in Greenview. So that's fun for them. Both teams now have a win. So, all that hard work kind of means something when they're able to win a game. They are at Williamsville tonight, which is Monday, and then on Wednesday they are playing their first game over in Easton against the Havana Lady Ducks. So we haven't had Havana on the schedule on the girls' side for quite some time, but I was able to, work it out with Coach Southwood over there, their athletic director. We're going to try to rekindle that rivalry a little bit on the girls' side. So that should be a fun one over in Easton on Wednesday night.
Similarly to something we said in the past about middle school girls, they had a lot of those girls move on into high school, so they've got a lot of players that have to fill those positions and work it out for their future games. And with that, let's move on into middle school boys basketball. They just closed up the Carroll Catholic tournament, and you want to give them some recap? Yeah,
so unfortunately, both teams, 7th and 8th grade, they lost all 3 games over there, but it wasn't a week without some drama, some excitement. I know the 8th grade boys had a 2-point loss early, and then, or actually on Friday they had a 2-point loss, and then the 7th graders lost by 2 in the season opener. So it was like a 38-36 game for the 7th grade, so that's a lot of points, which shows that we're doing some really nice things. And then the 8th grade, tough first 2 games, and then we're able to battle and only lose by 2 in the final one. So they're getting better. That's some good experience for them, and now they're going to move into a busy week with some winnable games, and hopefully they're able to pick up some wins and at least keep getting better. So.
Yeah, it's really, really good experience, especially for those. There's a couple 7th graders that are playing the whole 7th grade game, turn around playing that whole 8th grade game. So they're going to get both ends, a lot of basketball play to move them on into their future and into high school. Whether it's a couple more years of middle school, or they still got 4 years of high school ahead of them to prepare for high school basketball. And high school basketball, it's a lot. It's
for
a lot more, more hands-on, more competitive. But those close games, that's good. That's good for their experience. And high school girls basketball, like we said, they just got started. It's their second week of practice.
Right, they're in week 2. Again, we talked about it. This is the most girls they've had in a long time. If you want to come join and be a part of the kind of the bandwagon a little bit, we're starting to build up a lot of momentum. I know Coach Bunner, they're selling some T-shirts. If you want to buy a nice T-shirt to represent the team, and they start off. We'll talk about it next week, but they start off at home a lot. So it'd be great to fill the stands for them. They deserve it. They work their butts off, and they've been doing it with 5 or 6 players, and now you're going to see a full program, and it should be a lot of fun. So
and hopefully we can get 2 games in a night. Hopefully we can get a JV game and a varsity game. That'd be fun to see. And hopefully, like you said, hopefully we can get a good crowd for them. You said, they deserve it. Coach Bunner has been doing it a long time, and he's been getting it done with what he's got. So now he's got a lot more potential, a lot more girls. So I think they can get it done for sure. And the moment I've been waiting for, most of my teammates, you as well. High school boys basketball just getting started today. Got our first practice after school today. 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. It'll be fun. For those of you that have been following Cougar basketball for the last few years, we've kind of been building up with some of these guys. You're going to see a lot of familiar faces. We're going to have 3 seniors out of the 18 guys we have, which means 15 of them are going to be back for next year at least. And I think you're going to enjoy watching these guys play. We'll really start to break it down next week and that sort of thing. But you're going to see some things this year that you haven't seen from Lion Central a long time. We'll be playing above the rim a little bit. We're huge, athletic, and I think we're going to have some competitive practices. So I know myself, and we got a lot of coaching staff that's going to be on board this year. I think it's going to be a lot of fun in the gym. So.
Yeah, we got a lot of talent. We've got a lot of experienced coaches that can hopefully get us break down our wrongdoings, I guess, like our I don't know what the word is, but like our mistakes we make in the past, hopefully they can split that apart and get us prepared for the future. I know we've got a lot of talent. I hope we can put it together and have a great season.
Yeah, I know it's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to 3 o'clock can get here soon enough, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, and with that, we've got Meet the Cougars this coming up Saturday.
Yeah, so Meet the Cougars. It's always a fun time. You know, it's free, and we encourage you to bring some water or Gatorade or whatever to support the boys and the girls. We'll be passing that out to the kids, and we use it throughout the year. But this year, it's going to be kind of different because the girls, like we said, they have enough to play, so they're going to scrimmage, and the boys are going to scrimmage. If you want to see some talented girls, get here. Make sure you're here at 5 o'clock when it gets started. Make sure you're paying attention to the boys' warm-ups because, like I said, you'll see some pretty sweet dunks and things like that. It's just a good time to show off kind of our first week of practice for the boys and 2 weeks for girls, and then kind of build up some momentum, and then we're off and running. So
and then for boys after Meet the Cougars, we got another week of practice and we're right on into the tournament.
That's right.
And we'll get ahead of that. We'll get more into that in depth in the future weeks. But thank you, Mr. Burks, for coming out again for another week of the Illini Central Sports Hour podcast. And thank you guys for watching, and be ready for the next one coming out real soon.